Camel Nation. We've been waiting for this one. Backstage with the band Perry, Country Thunder. Welcome.
Hey. Talk to you guys.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you guys can cheer for that. We actually just had a round of applause. Can we do it again one more time? ACM winners. ACM winners. Congratulations, man. That's a huge thing. And it's intimidating, I'm sure, because you guys actually had to open the show up. I mean, you were right there. Everything kind of rested on the performance.
Kimberly's always popping up from somewhere.
I know.
I love that.
The ACMs actually told us, they're like, next year you can't pop up from the stage. You either have to start on it or come down from the ceiling.
So we said from the ceiling.
From the ceiling.
Nice.
The whole
Planning on it, so we're coming together.
We'll fly you in.
There you
you
go.
guys did the confetti, and it was so funny watching. You guys didn't get to see it on stage, but like watching the artist.
Oh, we saw.
Did you see?
Oh, no,
did you see it?
Oh,
Tell us.
seriously? Well, it was, I think, right at the beginning of the second chorus. And I remember just thinking, the pressure's off me now because all anybody's doing is trying to figure out how that stuff doesn't get in their hair. And we actually said at the end of the night we saw, we confettied them all.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah,
we were proud to make a mess of the place.
Well, everyone's serious. It was funny watching them. They're all like, because they wanted to be
Carrie,
like,
I know
this
it was
is
like
great, but they're like, my face so much
Camera
fun.
bite me on me.
And I felt their pain because on the first song always on these broadcasts, it's like, okay, how's my hair? How's my teeth? How's my dress? Everybody's perfect. First song, going to be camera shots. And then we just made a mess of everything.
I will say, I think the guys were just as upset about that in their hair as the girls were.
Well, Eric Church said somehow it got in his boots.
Yeah, which I don't know how that happened.
And he was tracking it into his tour
We were
bus
trying
on
to
it.
figure out how that happened.
That is so
I don't know.
How did confetti get in his boots?
I don't know.
That's so crazy. Well, it's glad to have you guys here, by the way.
Thank you.
ACMs was big night for you guys to do that. The other big story to come out of the ACMs obviously was Rascal Flatts. Everybody's talking about that. Is it to you like when artists lip sync? Is that because you guys do this every day? You go on stage. Some days you don't feel 100%. Like, is it okay to lip sync? You think, or is it something that country music's always got to be live?
I feel like, especially when it comes to television, because it is, after all, an awards show, and it's supposed to be, it lives with you forever, and you're supposed to make it as best as you can. I feel like everyone from singing, Beyonce to the national anthem to Rascal Flatts on the ACMs, I feel like that they got to put on the best performance that they possibly can.
Yeah, I think it's up to artist discretion. You have to understand, even athletes. I kind of feel like as a vocalist, you are an athlete. You're using a muscle in your throat, and you really have to make a game time decision.
Sure.
So it's really up to artist discretion.
Sure, that's what we were thinking too. Like,
we were talking about that because if it was like if you were lip syncing here at Country Thunder, that would be weird. I mean, you're just sing and hang out, but to be on TV and it's like you know about it for months and months and you're recorded, it's just like a different thing.
Yeah.
We had this whole argument on the air. I'm like, we don't sing.
Okay.
This is why we don't.
Yeah, you could.
Our group is nowhere near as good as your group.
Wow.
We'll hit the road one of these days. It won't be that good.
He just found out that you guys were siblings.
Can I tell you, I've known you
Yeah.
for years and I had
Come
no
on.
idea.
He's known of you. He
What?
sings songs in the studio, and I'm like,
Isn't that so
really?
funny?
Better off the air than on,
It
because
is.
one of our very first radio interviews we did on air, somebody was like, so Kimberly, which one of the boys did you date first? They had no idea.
Awkward. We thought maybe it was a hillbilly joke or something, but
Yeah,
they
what was
just.
the answer to that, by the way? I want to know how you answered that.
We
What
just
did we
said,
say?
we're related.
Yeah.
We're kind of siblings.
Yeah,
Right.
kind
And then
Who
they
do
were
you
like,
think
so?
is the oldest?
Oh.
Why are you
Nina,
even bringing
you
this up? That was
even-
completely
I know
had
the-
no context
Right,
with
right.
it.
Well, hold on, I want to go back.
True.
Which one? Nina, you go
I
first.
know the answer, so I can't say.
Okay. Oh, man.
This question doesn't really work for radio, by
This
the
is
way, does
yeah,
it?
right. Are you the oldest?
I am the oldest.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Neil
And the
likes to
most
think,
mature,
yeah.
of course.
Right.
Neil likes to think people think he's the oldest, and he equates that to his maturity level.
facial hair.
It's all facial hair.
There's no facial hair.
Well,
but you have a
yeah,
5
most
o'clock
of the
shadow
time.
at like
That's why they didn't
noon,
pick you.
So.
That's why they didn't pick you.
They're so siblings. Like
I
in
know,
this
you can
moment.
Do you guys have that? Do you still get in, like, I mean, you've been doing this forever now. Like, do you still get in, because you've kind of turned family into a business, but
Yeah.
do you still, like, all of a sudden break down and you're like, I hate you, you're my brother now.
Oh, you mean revert to like 12-year-old behavior?
Always.
Daily. Absolutely. And we always say we kind of feel like we have Peter Pan syndrome because we know how to put on a show and do music, but laundry is still a real gray area for
one
us.
of
And
those.
our mother, she travels with us a ton, and so she still takes care of her kiddos.
Yeah.
One day we're going to grow up.
She does. I will say, the night after the awards, Kimberly had gotten this bag of candy from, what was it, Sugar Factory or whatever.
Yes.
And I went to get a handful, and she got all on me because I was eating her
Well,
candy.
first of all, I
It's like, really?
I
How
I was
old
like,
are you?
I
Do that.
prepared and I got the candy. Like I made a plan to get the candy, and then you should have made your
literally.
own.
It wasn't even. It was half a handful.
Oh my gosh.
Well, you have to say we were laying off sugar for 7 weeks though.
Well, wait, this is so funny. We
Before
talked
the
to you guys
award show.
about this right before the AC, and we feel horrible right now. We have our intern like ferociously.
Okay, so
take us there.
we set up this interview,
This
and we
is-
saw you, like you said, a week ago at the ACMs. And Kimberly, we were complimenting you on how you guys look. All of you, you look great,
Yeah.
and there's the pressure to look good and stuff. Sure. But I was like, can you have sweets at Country Thunder? And you said yes. At that point, we can.
Right. And you said brownies.
Brownies.
You
See,
remember.
he remembered.
So
I
we've
did.
been planning
thought
this
we
for a week.
forgot?
Right.
We can't wait to bring in brownies. We can't wait to bring in brownies.
So we set up, the lights and stuff. There's a
Right.
lot of people in here, and he goes, the brownies, and I'm like, oh.
Everything else perfectly
Yeah.
but the brownies. So the
But our
brownies will be
intern
here.
is going to our RV right now.
Are you
Run.
serious?
She's
With
going
brownies.
With brownies.
Yeah, we got them from Tamiko, and we were like,
Yeah.
oh, let's bring them in,
Girlfriend.
and
rushing them over
so
here.
they're
just for
on
you
their
guys.
way.
I didn't want to
Nice.
say anything, but we've kind of been looking
We
forward to
were,
it.
yeah.
Oh no! Now we feel horrible.
We have them.
All right.
Promise.
We gotta
Promise.
hurry them over. Did you guys go on like a complete like sugar like freak out
We
afterwards?
had a moment. We
We
did.
did.
Ice cream sundaes after the show, but we had been off sugar for so long. We had like this sugar hop planned. We got to the first dessert place, like gorged ourselves, and then went home because we were all
Yeah.
about to fall asleep.
It was
We had a
so
sugar
much.
crash.
It was
They
so much.
brought us an ice cream sundae in a chocolate treasure chest. It was the best thing
That
I've
sounds
ever
like
seen.
serendipity.
It was.
Amazing.
Oh, serendipity's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
awesome.
I will tell you, Country Thunder, they are dying to see you guys. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
again,
you.
too, by
Yes,
the way.
thank
It's
you.
huge.
Van
Yeah, we
Perry.
appreciate it.
Thank
Perry.
you so much.
Absolutely.